Almost ready to go. We are just waiting on. Here we are, set way for our first series of week number 3 here in MLCS season number 0. As you can tell by Twitch, I am Bus, one of the 3 main founders casting this week 3 matchup. Killua is going to take to his own corner, hit around 1. Connor will get the demo. Falcon Jacob Bot is known as Connor. Brains trying to get a double, cannot. Killua able to get around 1. Connor hits it up to Banshee. Looking for reset, runs out of boost. Connor forces the play. Or a leaving for Killua. Brains getting a touch off his own corner. Killua might have shot, unable to find the open net. As Banshee's going to try to pass back, but gets it over Oravash. Killua has full boost, looking to go cross field. Just gets 1 touch, leaving for Banshee. Or grabbing left mid. Day taking it up wall. Killua forcing the play. Connor looking for a shot. It's going to be a little wide or there either way. Banshee. Does he have double? He does, but it's not on target. Down to Killua. Does he have double? He does, but it's not on target. As he tips it out of the way of Oravash. Back-to-back missed double tap attempts from Houston right there. Day hits it to right wall. Has no boost. Trying to proceed the play here for Philadelphia. Connor forcing. Whereas just going to have to hit it to a sidewall. Brains almost there. Day trying to force. Cannot. Connor playing front post here is going to jump out of his own corner. Killua is going to beat Brains on a great pass from Banshee. And Houston is going to take a 1-0 lead here in game number 1. Good pass there and great positioning from Killua, especially able to read the ball off of the backboard. Banshee forcing 15 Brains. Connor hitting high. Day just looking to get 1 touch. He does get 1 high. Connor down mid. Brains a little too far away. Or hitting off his corner. No double. Brains clears here. Connor, little late to that one. Brains forced to get a weird touch out of his corner. Cannot. Day is back. Killua forcing shot. Brains is awkward. Able to clear it out. Brains calling off his teammate. Looking for 50. Banshee predicts high. Almost gets a bump on Killua. Unable to. Connor's shot on an open net is high. Unable to capitalize off of the space created by Brains. Brains pre-jumping here. Banshee has no boost. He will get a touch. Connor unable to read that one. Day 50's high. It will fall into the hands of Banshee. Connor trying to shoot. Killua is able to clear it out. Banshee passes Little Day, who's going to pass back to Banshee, and Little Day, a little help from the opposing side, gives Banshee a path through the defense to make it 2-0 Houston in game number 1. Interesting little miss of a control touch there from Day. Gives Banshee the ball and an open net. Connor forcing here. Killua does have full boost. Connor is trying to get something mid. Day's backing off. Brains is actually going to get caught off by Little Day. Brains trying to get a touch, unable to. Day's going to clear it to left wall, facing the side of Houston. Killua unable to get a touch, and nobody for Philadelphia is able to capitalize. Philadelphia's spacing is very, very spread out, not being able to capitalize off of a few opportunities that they have presented themselves. Killua trying to get something mid to Oravash, unable to. Day pops 1 high. Bumps from Day, gets it around 1, and Connor with a nice little one-on-one play after the great bump from Day. She gets it around Aura and slots it to the top right of the net, giving them a nice little goal and cutting the lead in half in game number 1. Day will win the kickoff. Connor, preserving boost, forces it to corner. Day hits down mid. Connor over to Brains. Day staying, and now they're playing a little bit more aggressive here as they get more comfortable. Day with a great shot off the bounce is able to read his first touch perfectly, tying this one with 1:10 to go. What a nice little read there from Day on a little bottom left slot in between all 3 Houston defenders. Great play there from Day. Day is one of our casters here. One of our trial casters, actually. He is making his first career MLCS cast tonight at 10 o'clock in the Chicago versus Oklahoma City game. It'll be interesting to see how that goes and how he does with that. Obviously, I'm hoping for the best, as the more casters, the better. Kilowatt does get a demo. Brains is able to save the day. Connor trying to get something. Down mid. Pops over 1. Is he able to pop over 2? No. Kilowatt taking the right wall. Forcing high. Little Day forces the other way. Trying to stay on it, unable to. Aura hits mid. Brains trying to capitalize off the bump attempt. Banshee's awkward, but he is able to clear it away. Aura trying to put one on target. Connor was back anyway, but it is not on target. Connor able to read. Gets bumped off the ball. Last man demo. Kilowatt shot no good. Aura unable to get around it. And a very unfortunate missed opportunity right there from Houston. Brains doubles it down. Can Philadelphia have the counter attack? That could seal the deal. No. Banshee shot. Saved by Connor. Is this the time of the counter attack? No. And we are headed to overtime in game number 1. Connor going straight past. Day having shot. Kilowatt awkward is able to clear it. Day grabbing boost. Connor shot a little high. Aura trying to play slow here, but not a little too slow. Brains able to 50. Gets a demo in 1. Kilowatt does clear it away. Brains cuts for Connor. And now a little miscommunication leads to a double commit and a team bump there from Philadelphia. Day off on his own island, trying to generate a play here that could give Philadelphia the game. Unable to. Does generate a nice pass onto Connor, unable to put it on target. Day faking 1, taking below, does get bumped off. Fakes the mid, Brains, controlling, popping, unable to get it over the defenders of Houston. Connor might have an open net here, tries to put it top of the net, or Vash with a great save. Brains up, Banshee beats him, and all of a sudden Philadelphia is scrambling back as pressure shifts. Day does hit one high, Connor beats at the ball. Day does have boost, but Banshee's going to beat him. Awkward, but a great team pinch from Philadelphia to clear that one all the way downfield and give themselves an opportunity to score here. Or Vash has cleared away over Banshee. Brains unable to put a shot on as Kilowatt gets to clear to the corner. Day cuts Connor, and all of a sudden Philadelphia has no boost. And Day able to save the day right there, clearing it to his own corner. Game is slowing it down a little bit. Kilowatt just going to take it to sidewall as nobody on Philadelphia has any more than 50 boost. Kilowatt dunks Day, the only defender that even had a little bit of boost. And Houston will take game number 1 off of a great dunk and ceiling shot there from Kilowatt. What a great game number 1 from Kilowatt and Houston as a whole. Able to stay on top after the great counterattack efforts from Philadelphia. Little Day shining bright here in this game as well, even though he did lose with 5 saves. Dropping the most points of all 6 players in the lobby, but he did fall short. Here we are underway in game number 2. Philadelphia looking to even up the series. Or I might have shot. Lil Day adds on to his save total up to 6 saves now in this series. Already getting one just 10 seconds in to game number 2. Kilowatt over to Banshee, over to Aura. Not going to take a shot here. Instead, he's going to take a slow play into a shot. Tries to get a little hook shot, unable to. Connor up to Day. Little skim touch. Unable to put it on target. Killua nearing a cross-map air dribble. Day was there. Connor and Brains looking a little bit sleepy so far in this series, hoping to wake up the more they play. Brains gets one off wall. Hitting one down, hitting one mid. Killua does read the play very nicely. Killua gets one high. Day over mid, but nobody for Phillies there. Connor cuts, Day cuts! And I was proved wrong, as double cut from Philadelphia works perfectly. Connor 1, Day 2 hits it off of Banshee into the top left of the net. What a very interesting play from Philadelphia. From Philadelphia. Connor with a great cut there. Does give it past 1, providing Day to do what Day does in this series. Banshee gets a demo on 1. Killua down, unable to put on a target. Lil Day does save it, not allowing Aura to find a shot. Connor waiting for back right boost. Brains 50s mid. Day is there, gets bumped off. Connor demos 1, making an easy save opportunity here for Brains. Kind of hits one up a little awkward. Day does 50 Killua. Banshee is there. Maybe ceiling pinch. He does get one right to his teammate, but he is forced to throw it away. Brains hits one mid. Should have left that one for Killua, seeing as the Philadelphia defenders were both going supersonic that were on the play. This time mid. Oro finds the net. Banshee nearly unable to get out of the way in time. And just like that, Houston evens up the series here on a great pass there from Killua. If anybody in chat does have the Jacksonville Destin game up, I would love to get score reports of that one, seeing as that one is in my group. And it's also a very interesting game, so if possible, I would love some score reports. Killua taking off right wall, trying to get one off ceiling, actually going for a bump, does get a bump, but unable to put it on target. Banshee forces play, forces it again. Day bumped off, Brains hits one high. Connor down to Day, behind into the defender for Houston. Fakes this one, Killua gets it over 2. Connor back to his own corner, kind of bumped into the 50 with his own teammate there. Aura gets one mid, Brains almost gets bumped, able to narrowly escape the attempt. Connor might have shot. All 3 of the Phillies players are pushed up, but luckily nobody from Houston was expecting it. Connor forcing into the corner, unable to get anything. And just like that, Aura hits it down, Connor hits it up, and redirects it into his own net, giving Houston a 1-goal lead with just under 2 to play. What an interesting play there to give Houston the upper hand. Banshee taking one off ceiling. Jacksonville up game 1. Got you. Aura hits it mid. Brains is able to clear it away. Brains hits it up. Day's just turning back, fearing the damage, unable to get one. A little dangerous there, but the threat proves innocent. Connor flips over the defender in an attempt for a bump. Brains pinches it down, back toward the side of Philadelphia. Connor last back, gonna get bumped by Banshee, and all Killua has to do is drive it into the net. Banshee doing what Banshee's been doing, going for bumps. Able to bump Connor off that one, giving Killua the nice and easy drive-through. Killua does redirect it out. Banshee might have shot, tries to get it over Little Day, unable to. Connor forces, but Killua wins the 50. Day has no boost, leaves it down for Brains. Brains hits one high. Down into crunch time here for Philadelphia. They need 2 goals fast to at least send this to overtime. 3 if they want to win. Day puts it on target, tries to get things going early, unable to. Brains hits one down to Connor. Open opportunity. Killua denies that. Banshee pushes the tempo towards Philadelphia. 1 defender back. Brains kind of gives it up to Banshee, who hits it down to Connor, and Day, and I want to say that's Aura, are in a Rule 1. We have shifted to a 2v2. Brains puts it on target, and out of the courtesy of the Rule 1, Philadelphia is right back in it with under 30 seconds to go. What a great pass there from Connor, and a great shot there to get around the ball from Brains. Kickoff goes high. Brains controls this one off ceiling. A little wanky of a control. Tries to get it down to Day, unable to. Connor takes high, gets bumped off of the double tap. Day hits one over. Brains is able to get a touch over the Houston defender while having a little boost. Connor tries to force. Day forces, almost gets a lucky pinch. Down in the last 3 seconds, Aura is trying to put the nail in the coffin for game number 2. Connor controls it to sidewall, unable to hit it up. And just like that, Houston is up 2-0 in the series. Connor leaving the match. You would assume that's just a preset change. Is there any more updates on the Jacksonville Destin game or not yet? I did not look into it enough to know who I would want to win that game. Overtime of game number 2. Gotcha. Yeah. I don't know who I would want to win that. I know we have... I think we're tied with game diff for Jacksonville. So I would like if Destin could just go 3-0 in the group. I think that would be ideal because that would drop Jacksonville's record down to 1-2. I'm afraid it's a little bit of a high bargain, you know, because that Jacksonville roster is very, very strong. But I do think I would want, for seeding purposes, Jacksonville is up 2-0 in the series. Yeah, it's not a surprise. That team is very, very good. But I, for my sake, I would like for that to happen, because what a great redirect from Killua, slotting it top right, is just as I was talking about another game. Maybe he's reminding me what game I surely should be focusing on. What a great redirect there off kickoff, wow. Great shot. But as I was saying, Jacksonville, very, very good team, but if Jacksonville does end up winning, and we do end up winning against Vegas, which honestly could be heading toward the route of a forfeit if Vegas continues to take their sweet old time responding in the match thread, then we could have a 3-way tie and it come down to game diff as Little Day hits a ground pinch. Wow, what a good shot there from Little Day. But you could have a 3-way tie in the group of Malibu, Jacksonville, Destin, and Vegas heading into the group, or the week of rivalry weeks. Day hits one high, takes it low, and 50's Killua. Connor, a little bit of a slow aerial, or is able to clear. Brains 50s, keeping the play towards Houston, tries to put a shot on, or makes an awkward save over to Banshee. Connor looking for a sidewall, maybe. He does get a touch. Mid, can Day put it on target? No. Brains, can he put it on target off the demo? No. Can Little Day put it on target? No. Brains finally puts it on target. My lord. That might have to become a new GIF. My goodness. Unable to find net for the longest time there. Luckily for Philadelphia, they could find it eventually, but very, very weird sequence once again in the series. Connor trying to force, unable to. Little Day does successfully, trying to win a 50 here. Killua awkward. Does get a good touch. Over 1. Connor shot, Aura will be able to save. Day down, Aura is able to save again. Back-to-back saves, does not get save credit for that one though, so do not add that to the stats. Connor waiting for Day's touch here. Day does get bumped off. Connor flicks over 1. Stays on ball. Looks to be in a 1v1 opportunity versus Killua. Looks for double tap. Cannot get it. Day shot slow! And actually it was Brains that finds the open net and threads the needle. Interesting mashup there between the two. Very interesting to see that Brains got the goal for that. Brains this one kickoff. Connor gets bumped off to it by Aura. Connor hits it back to Little Day, who's going to win the 50 against Banshee. Can he stay on this one? No. Aura will beat him to the ball. Brains hits one down. Does he have double? He does! Down to Connor! Shot! Bottom right, and Philadelphia's finding the rhythm. It was a matter of time before Philadelphia woke up, and it looks like they have risen. Great shot there by Connor off of the double tap pass from Brains. Killua hits one over right wall. Banshee trying to go for a bump, but Brains early chows. I think Philadelphia's figured out how to dodge the bump, and it's just the fact that they gotta play faster. The tempo for Philadelphia has been very fast, and ironically, I say dodge the bump, but they get bumps leading to a goal. And Houston makes this a 2-goal game. What a bump there. A great play is just, Day is unable to get back. Day hits one low. Brains gets a very back-to-back really weird touches. Does get it over the defender eventually. Connor jumping. Day forced to make a good read off back wall, which he does. This time Brains is awkward, and Aura finds the top left of the net to make this just a 1-goal game halfway through. What a great shot there, as Brains was just awkward. Gets it right where he wants it, right where it's enough to put it into the back of the net. Connor tries to hit it mid, gets bumped into it. Killua taking over. Might have double tap off the bump. It's just off crossbar. What a crazy shot that would have been. He fakes one, goes high, and Killua does it himself. Tied up here with 2:13 to go. What a great play from Killua after he was unable to get the double tap. Connor awkward here. Killua trying to get it around 1. Day cutting. Connor in a 1v1 against Banshee. Does he win it? No, he 50s mid. Brains shot. Killua was back on the save. Houston evening up the game. That could get them a sweep here. A win for Houston would secure a series sweep over Philadelphia in a crucial week here. Week number 3. Now, as mentioned before, group stage is more of a seeding in this league, at least this season. Format will change throughout different seasons, most likely. But group stage is for Swiss stage seeding this season, as nobody gets eliminated until Swiss stage starts. Now, when Swiss stage starts, you will have half of the league get eliminated before we head to playoffs. You heard that correctly. 8 of the 16 teams will go home in Swiss stage. Very, very dangerous time for both of these teams, but with it being a crucial part of the season, Day shoots it high. Oh my, missed opportunities. It goes the other way. Or Killua putting it down mid. But very stressful times we are entering here with Swiss stage in the upcoming weeks. it is looking as if Swiss Stage will be a 3-week thing. We will aim to have 2 rounds played on each of the first 2 weeks. And then round number 5 played in the 3rd week of Swiss Stage. After that, Banshee on target! And Houston is just 20 seconds away from a sweep after a miraculous comeback. Oh my gosh, what a game. But as I was saying, 8 of the 16 teams will be eliminated in Swiss Stage. We will attempt, I'm not sure how well it will go, but the community did vote that they did want a 3-week Swiss Stage consisting of 2 games per week. I'm pretty sure we can make that happen. It'll be interesting for sure, but week number 2 will be the week that teams will start to go home. Day off sidewall, Banshee gets one high. Philadelphia scrambling. Gotta keep the ball up here if they want a shot at redemption. Brains unable to. And just like that, Houston will sweep against Philadelphia. What a comeback and what a series from Kilowatt there. Powering Houston through Philadelphia and a series sweep in our first official match of week, technically second, but if you don't count the forfeit, our first official match of week number 3. Thank you all for coming out. I will see you guys sometime shortly.